This is Studio J, the best of Jefferson Multimedia from Jefferson Middle School of the Fort Wayne Community Schools. Here's an original music video from June of 2015. The song was written and recorded by Brandon Olvera and Stephen Carbach, and the video was produced by Brenda Olvera and Dylan Kirkwood. This is Times Like These.
Yeah. Sometimes I think of old friends, life goes by quick, so I gotta hold on and see where I'll get. Everything temporary, nothing lasts forever. Excuse the negativity, I'm as real as ever. The truth hurts sometimes, open your eyes and then you realize everything ain't fine. Losing track of time, it's hard to slow my mind when you ask the question why. Open up your third eye, stop being blind. It's hard to see the world for what it really is. It's hard to understand and I can't comprehend everything, so I just focus on my dreams. Those without goals wouldn't know what I mean.
It's times like these that we can't get back. It's not what life throws you, it's how you react. Got a late start, but we plan to leave a mark. How about you? Where you at? It's times like these that we can't get back. It's not what life throws you, it's how you react. Got a late start, but we plan to leave a mark. How about you? Where you at? This life we live is a priceless gift. I write this script, it goes lightning quick. Ain't it crazy how time flies, hit you like a drive-by. Said hello a couple days ago, but now it's bye-bye. I miss you, hope to see you again. I'm on issues that we had, still consider us friends. You got tissues, now you sad, thinking here we go again. Can't live in the past, gotta let the future in. Cause like it or not, the time will strike on that clock. Bring heat like Dwayne, so I fight like The Rock. Now stop, but can't stop progression and keep asking questions, cause life has its lessons that never ending. You live and you learn, Earth continues to turn. Stand tall and stay firm, realize you're not defined by what you earn. Cause you could be a millionaire but not on your own terms. I'd rather be poor with a smile on my face as opposed to paying bills with a job I hate. Can anybody in this world relate? No, there's much more to life than just making cake.
It's times like these that we can't get back. It's not what life throws you, it's how you react. Got a late start, but we plan to leave a mark. How about you? Where you at? It's times like these that we can't get back. It's not what life throws you, it's how you react. Got a late start, but we plan to leave a mark. How about you? Where you at? Never was the best, at most I was second. Now I realize that my mind is my weapon. Along the way I learned a couple life lessons. Just another day, but I must remain humble. The world's a wild place similar to a jungle. Seen a lot of homies be part of the struggle, including myself, but now we out of the rubble. No handouts, man, I just began to hustle. You must understand that life's a big puzzle. Save your rebuttal, I don't care if you agree. Not cold-blooded, but that's how it be. It's times like these that we can't get back. It's not what life throws you, it's how you react. Got a late start, but we plan to leave a mark. How about you? Where you at? It's times like these that we can't get back. It's not what life throws you, it's how you react. Got a late start, but we plan to leave a mark. How about you? Where you at?
Where you at? I don't even know where I am. Just composing raps out the blue like cyan. I told myself I'll be the best that I can. Ain't no way that I'ma fail, cause this is my plan. Swing big, aim past the fences. Maybe but when you hit it, you'll be glad that you did it. When things can't get worse, don't treat it like whatever. When things can't get worse, life can only get better. Take these words to the heart, I said apart from the start. I know you feel the passion that I put into this art. Shopping for the answers, but I got an empty cart. I always keep it in my head that things fall apart, but my roots are strong. I got proof in the song that the truth was wrong. Yeah, I knew all along. Didn't you know that his brain's overgrown? No, that's why you listen to this song.
Here's a movie trailer from Second Hour, Gerbil Pigs 2, Quest for Carrots. Up next, we have a short story written by Caitlin Gonzalez and Dakota Mace called In the Dark.
The skyline sparks through the black night like a candle within the dark room. My thoughts wander off in millions of directions, preventing me from sleeping, and it's just another day, just another mark off the calendar until the union comes and takes me. I'm just one out of the many recruits to be forced to put my life on the line for the society I hate. Because I was born in this civilization, everyone is against me. But in reality, I disapprove of every single law and belief that has put us where we are today in this desolate country. Our leaders influence the population to believe that the world would be united as one to create forever lasting peace on planet Earth. But instead of peace, they brought death and destruction upon harmless beings. They wanted me to be one of those individuals. In 13 days, I would be halfway across the globe, in foreign territory, killing those who are fighting for peace and justice. The eradication of the human race is on its way. I wish my government could see this clearly as I do.
This is Studio J, the best of Jefferson Multimedia from Jefferson Middle School of the Fort Wayne Community Schools. Haley Drott and Paris Wise in our first hour advanced media class produced this movie trailer called The True Story of Wonderland. Once upon a time,
Alice, come with me.
Alice fell into the world of Wonderland.
Come along. We don't have all day.
What is this place?
You've heard this story before, but not like this.
Where am I?
Wonderland. But Alice, you have to leave. It's not safe here.
The Mad Hatter wants to take over Wonderland. But Alice and all of Wonderland need to stop him. Once and for all. But the Queen of Hearts, too, wants to take over the world.
Off with her head!
Can you help me?
Why, yes, dearie.
This was going to be harder than Alice thought. Here's a lesson on how camera placement can make your movies better. What's up, Patriots? Wanted to try something new today. I want to look at a video that has some promise, but some problems with the camera work makes it not as effective as it could be. Today I want to show you how to take a good project and make it great. Let's start by watching it. Then we'll talk about how we can pump it up. Here you go.
Life isn't fair enough to make everyone live forever. We all must die someday. Time is too precious to waste. But problems get in the way and we can't keep living our lives. Family can make people feel love, but it can also make them feel hate. Friends bring fun and happiness, but they can also show you what betrayal is. Always wanting to fit in with everyone else, don't try to make the group change you. You'll never like what they made you into. Objects can bring pleasure, but then you deal with the consequences. We all have problems, but in the end, they can be solved. But we must first carry on.
I like what I see. Let's look at the individual shots and talk about what we can do to make them better. And I'm going to mute the audio because all we really want to see is the camera. Now this opening shot, I love the low angle, but see how it jiggles just a little bit? I would shoot this one again with a tripod so it's steadier. I'd also like to show you a trick when it comes to framing. If I come and click on the picture itself, you see these two L's? This is your crop tool. Originally, what they had was this shot right here and all of this wasted space. If you set up a shot like this, first you shouldn't, because we talk about headroom, we want to fill the frame with the people. But you do have the capability of tightening up a shot so that we see more of the people and less of the sky, because usually the people are the focus. They're the thing we want to look at, right? So if you ever need to crop part of a picture off, click it down here, and these two L's, crop to fill, and you can size it. But still, I would reshoot this with a tripod so it's steadier. Now, watch this next shot. I love the shadows on the wall, but see how it's shifting in and out of focus? Anytime you're shooting in low light, the autofocus is going to go nuts. And also, as the media teacher at Jefferson, I know what this is right here. It's that pipe that's in the studio that we're getting ready to get rid of because we're going to build a studio in the studio, if that makes any sense. I would move this up higher so it's higher on the wall. I don't want to see a conspicuous part of our room as a part of the video. Move it up so we can focus on the faces. And so even as the teacher, I don't think, oh, that's the back wall. I want to focus on the drama of the shot, and there's a lot of it. This one needs more drama than it has because the guys come in and they push him and they shove him. But watch this kick. It's like, and the guy on the floor, see how he's smiling? Yeah. If you want to say that someone's being a bully in your video, don't show the bullied person smiling. I would redo this just so that we have the push and leave it there and have them walk away. Because, first of all, bullying is a topic that we have in so many of our videos. It's kind of losing its strength. I mean, it's something we all fall back on. But when you see an actor smile when he's beaten up, that tells the audience the actor's even not taking the scene seriously, so why should you? Make this look more real. Check the next shot right here. Nolan is the one I want to look at, but see how he's totally behind Caden? We can't see him at all. Yeah, if we want to focus on one person, instead of the camera being right behind Caden, which it is, I would move the camera maybe over here so that we're looking more right at the person and maybe spread these guys out more. We always want to know who we're looking at. And when the one person that I think I should be looking at is totally blocked by another character, and I don't get anything other than his back, well, that's kind of boring. Who wants that? Same thing with this shot. I love how they set the cafeteria up to make it look like a restaurant. We've got the waitress, we've got the two guys, but watch what happens with the waitress. See how her hand, she's kind of blocking Nolan's face, if you look. What I would do right now, let me see if I can get it to pause and have the mouse in the shot. Yeah, it looks like the camera is looking right here. I would move the camera over more towards this side of the table. So we would see the side of Caden's face. We would see Nolan and Hannah kind of semi-profile-ish, but we could still see most of their faces. Here, it's just a camera placement issue. And with this thing, anytime we put something down, we start a camera move and then we fade to another still shot. It kind of looks like a mistake. So what I would do is I would leave this a still shot, then I would cut to this, or I would start here and I would, bring the camera in all the way until you see the note, because this looks like, well, we wanted to do something and then we changed our mind and did something else. This is good, but by making those changes, we can be great. So if something feels not quite right to you, don't be afraid to have me check it, and we can take some extra time to make it even better. If we've got it, that would be awesome. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Life isn't fair enough to make everyone live forever. We all must die someday. Time is too precious to waste, but problems get in the way and we can't keep living our lives. Family can make people feel love, but it can also make them feel hate. Friends bring fun and happiness, but they can also show you what betrayal is. Objects can bring pleasure, but then you deal with the consequences. Always wanting to fit in with everyone else, don't try to make the group change you. You'll never like what they made you into. We all have problems, but in the end, they can be solved. But we must first carry on.
This is Studio J, the best of Jefferson Multimedia from Jefferson Middle School of the Fort Wayne Community Schools. We've got a new project this semester called Everyday Drama. Take something that happens at your house every single week and pump it so full of conflict that it seems like a real movie. This one is from Second Hour. The subject is doing the laundry, and the title is Sock War.
Jesse, I need to start cleaning the house.
Do you copy?
But you don't understand. There's so many of them.
So many what?
Socks. They're everywhere. I need help. What do you want me to do?
Jesse, you need to listen to me.
I'm listening.
I'm blocking off cars right now, so you have a little more time to pick all of this up. I would tell you a joke, but...
But what?
I sock at them.
No!
4 months ago today, I lost my father to a car accident. A drunk driver hit him on his way home from work. When I saw him die in his hospital bed, I felt like a part of me died with him. He was robbed of a perfect life from someone who could not manage his own. My friends and family have always been there for me, even when I go out of control. They give me advice on what I can do to distract myself, but there was one option that stuck out to me, and that was dance. I always loved the way music moved people. Towns, cities, and even countries were inspired by the sound that moved through speakers. I guess I never thought of expressing myself through dance, but now that it's in my life, it isn't leaving. Mom encourages me to sign up at her friend's academy. However, I don't want to take lessons. If I'm going to do this, I'm not going to have someone else teach me how. I'll do it my way, and I'll be my own teacher. All I need is the place. I sign up for the studio on Fridays after school. My long walk to the building feels cold and lonely. Usually my dad picks me up, but not this time. The lady at the front desk tells me that she has one open room. She gives me my keys. I thank her and walk away. As soon as I walk in, the room welcomes me. There's a small speaker in the back connected to a laptop, perfectly fit to play music. I spend hours a day in that studio for weeks, learning each move until they are perfected. One day when my routine is the best it's going to get, I do it. The song I use fits perfectly with what I'm feeling. This one is for you.
Here's another everyday drama clip. What would happen if zombies attacked you on the way to the mailbox? Here's The Running Dead by Zoe Hutchinson and Madison Starnes. Here's a movie trailer from Ava Hicks in First Hour. It's called Lost. This is Studio J, the best of Jefferson Multimedia from Jefferson Middle School of the Fort Wayne Community Schools.